Hi students, welcome back to Google Classroom of Sri Gokulam Public School, Guruvayur. I hope all of you are fine and safe at your home. In the last session, we discussed the topic business and its main characteristics. Hope you learned that portions. Today, we will discuss the comparison of business, profession and employment. In the previous class, we already discussed about economic activities. So, what are economic activities? The human activities that are undertaken with an objective to earn money or livelihood are called economic activities. And at the same time, these economic activities in which individuals engage themselves on a regular basis and earn their livelihood. So these activities can be mainly divided into three types. What are they? They are business, profession and employment. Now let's discuss a few more details about these economic activities.
At first, we will discuss about profession. We all know about doctors, right? What are they doing? They are basically individuals who have a special knowledge and training to examine the patients, find out the ailment, that means diseases, if any, and then treat them to be cured from such ailment. And for doing all this, they charge a fee from patients. Similarly, we have chartered accountants who specialize in matters related to accounts, taxes, etc. and help people and organizations for such jobs for a fee. If we look further, we find engineers, architects, film stars, artists and many others engaged in their own field having specialized knowledge and training. They are all known as professionals and the activities they are engaged in are called profession. Let's discuss the main features of profession. The first one is mode of establishment. The mode of establishment in profession is possible through membership of a professional body and certificate of practice. And the next one is the nature of work. The nature of work in profession is rendering of personalized and expert services to the people. The next one is qualification. Qualification in profession required specialized knowledge and training in specific field as prescribed by the professional body is a must. And the next one is reward or return. The reward or return they get for providing such a service is usually known as professional fee. The next one is capital investment. Capital investment in profession is limited for establishment. And the next one is risk. In profession, there are some risks involved. Besides, the fee is generally regular and certain. And the next one is transfer of interest. Transfer of interest is not possible in profession. And the next one is code of conduct. Most of professionals are regulated by a professional body which frames the code of conduct to be followed by the member professionals. For example, chartered accounts in India are regulated by the professional body known as Institutes of Chartered Accountants of India. Examples of profession are legal, medical profession, chartered accountants, etc. So, these are the main characteristics of profession. Now, let's discuss another economic activity, that is business. You must have heard about Tata companies. They manufacture so many things from salt to trucks and buses and sell these to individuals like you and me. In the process, they earn a profit. Look at a shopkeeper nearby. What does he do? He buys products in bulk and sells us in small quantities. he also earns some profit in the process. All of them are said to be engaged in business and are called businessmen. They all perform their activities regularly to earn profit. Thus, the term business refers to human activities which involve production or exchange of goods and services regularly with the objective of earning profit. Let's discuss the main characteristics of business. The first one is mode of establishment. The mode of establishment in business is based on the entrepreneur's decision and other legal formalities if necessary. And the next one is nature of work. The nature of work in business related to provision of goods and services to the public. And the next one is qualification. No minimum qualification is necessary in business. The next one is reward or return. The reward or return in business is profit earned. The next one is capital investment. Capital investment in business is required as per the size and nature of business. The next one is risk. The risk in business is present because profit of the business are uncertain and irregular. And the next one is transfer of interest. In business, transfer of interest is possible, but it requires some formalities. The next one is code of conduct. No code of conduct is prescribed in business. Running of shop, factory, etc. are the examples of business. So these are the main characteristics of business. Now let's discuss about another economic activity, that is employment. You have seen people going regularly to offices, factories, firms, etc. for work. These are individuals who are engaged by organizations or individuals to work for them in return for a wage or salary. They are said to be in employment. Let's discuss the main characteristics of employment. The first one is mode of establishment. Mode of establishment in employment is based on the appointment letter and service agreement. And the next one is nature of work. Employment involves performing work as per the service contract or rules of services. And the next one is qualification. Qualification and training in employment as prescribed by the employer. And the next one is reward or return. The employee gets remuneration as in the form of salary or wage for rendering his service as per the terms of the employment. The next one is capital investment. In employment, capital investment is not required. And the next one is risk. Risk in employment is very less because employee gets fixed and regular payment. And the next one is transfer of interest. The employee does not have the right to transfer his service to another person. The next one is code of conduct. In employment, employee must follow the norms of behavior laid down by the employer. Jobs in banks, insurance companies, government departments, etc. are the examples of employment. So, these are the main characteristics of employment. Now, let's do an activity. Here, you have to identify the economic activity, whether it is business, profession or employment. The first one is Ramesh has a computer shop and sells and repairs computers. Here, this economic activity is related to business. And the next one is a driver driving a bus of a state road transport corporation. This economic activity is related to employment. And the next one is Gopal stitching cloth of the customers regularly at home. This economic activity is related to business. And the next one is a lawyer practicing in a court. This economic activity is related to profession. And the next one is a daily worker working in a factory. This economic activity is related to employment. And the next one is an engineer running his consultancy firm. This economic activity is related to profession. So, these are the various examples of business, profession and employment.
So children, I hope all of you understood the comparison of business, profession and employment. And please note that the notes of the lesson and the test paper are also attached along with the class. Make use of these available materials. Study well and attend the test paper without fail. That's all for today. Thank you.